Okay, I wanted to show you how to create the image you want, even if the frame that you captured isn't exactly the way you want it. So this little girl here, sweet thing, she was wide awake for most of her session, but I love to capture yawns and funny faces and that kind of thing. So I caught her right in the middle of a big yawn here, but I was kind of moving my camera around fast, trying to follow her because she was kind of moving all around, moving hands and feet and legs and turning her head. And so the frame that I caught is not the composition that I would have hoped for, but she is sharp and I do have that perfect, adorable little yawn. So in my head, I pictured just a photo of her, this tiny little baby, a tiny little yawn, great big yawn actually, and sort of all this negative space around her. That's what I would love to see in my head. So I want to show you that if you have something like this, that's not great because I cut off part of her foot and a bit of the posing bean is right here. Don't be afraid to change this into what you want to see. And so I think for one, I don't want to capture just part of her foot. I pretty much just want her torso. That's what I'm imagining in my head, what I'd like to see. So I am going to just change this crop a little bit. So I already have C for crop selected, and I am going to rotate it a little bit to try to get her toe kind of out of the way. Plus, I want her more, I don't want her sideways in the frame. I want her more sort of straight on. So I'm going to pull this way over here. I've got a lot of space that I need to fill in. But if I have the fill box up here selected for content aware, then when I hit the enter key, I think I might give a little more negative space. When I hit the enter key, Photoshop will fill in all of the empty spaces based on the content around it. And that did a perfect job. So this, I really, really like. That is so much better than so much a stronger image than the first frame that I had. And I might even want to do a little bit more. So maybe I want more of a sort of an angle with her head to make it look like she's really kind of stretching. Something kind of like this. I don't know exactly, but I'm going to see what that gives me. And that's, yeah, that's really cute too. So I think either one of these actually would be great. It's a very subtle difference, but I really, really love that. So I think all I would need to do, the only thing here that I would really want to get rid of is this one single little fuzz or piece of thread, oops, from her little romper. So I think mohair, it's really soft, but it's pretty fuzzy. A little speck right there. So notice I did that just on a blank layer with the J key or spot healing brush tool. So that's it. That was a really, really easy, fast fix. And that mediocre frame that I had is now an awesome, awesome photo. So don't be afraid to recompose your frame and recompose your image and turn it into what you wanted to create.